might have clicked on this video expecting me to talk about Cell absorbing the innocent man in the street. But what if I told you that there was a scene similar to this that absolutely disturbed me as a child? Believe it or not, I did not get into Dragon Ball through the anime or the manga. Instead, I was introduced to the franchise through the variety of video games such as the Budokai and Tenkaichi games. I knew nothing about the lore and just thought the characters in the game were pretty cool. It only took me to find out about Dragon Ball Z Kai through 4Kids to finally get invested into the franchise. But this is not the first time that I've seen Dragon Ball Z on TV. In fact, I remember a glimpse of the old Dragon Ball Z anime through Cartoon Network in probably the worst way possible. I was at my cousin's house and was just getting ready for bed. I'm a simple guy, so before bed I would usually put something on the TV to help me fall asleep. But this time it just happened to be at the wrong time, because when I turned on the TV, I saw First Form Cell absorbing Piccolo's arm. It was one of the most awkward, painful, and disturbing things I remember from Dragon Ball Z. And during this moment, I felt really scared for Piccolo, as I thought I was witnessing a character literally die on screen. If only I took a little bit more time to watch the full context, as late in the episode he regenerates his arm as if nothing happened. But of course, that didn't happen, because after I saw a few seconds of that scene, I turned off the TV and ran back to where all my siblings and cousins were. To my surprise, they were playing the same Dragon Ball games that I mentioned earlier, but Piccolo and Cell were nowhere to be found, so I was able to calm down a little bit after all of that. But yeah, First Form Cell became one of the first and probably only characters in Dragon Ball I was actually scared of as a child. His look was a bit intimidating, his voice actor was a bit creepy, and his absorbing abilities disturbed me. It's funny that this character became a childhood trauma to me as a kid, and later in my life became one of my favorite villains in the entire series. It's also quite interesting that years later, people would be making childhood trauma videos and mentioning the popular scene of Cell absorbing the man in the street. So it's nice to know that I am not the only person that was disturbed of Cell's absorbing abilities.